Hi. So, welcome back to the Irish Teacher. Holy crap, day one. Absolutely insane in the best way possible. So I don't even know where to begin. So I'll just talk about this morning and what was going on through my head because I feel like that might be worth mentioning. Um, so I got up bright and early, crack of dawn. Uh, by crack of dawn I mean like 5:30. So got up and I had tried very hard not to think about the fact that I was about to start my very first day of teaching, and it sort of worked. It worked more when I started watching some TV a little bit to kind of like take my mind off things, and so pick something funny. Ended up watching the league for like a good solid 20 minutes before I had to leave, and that helped. But driving there, I have a 40-minute drive to my school, and the entire drive there, I was like, oh my god, 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 I'm teaching. It's actually happening. So, yeah, the whole ride over, I was just a mess, and it was it would have been funny if it wasn't happening to me. So I get in to my classroom and stuff, and I see the kids walking around the halls, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to be teaching all of these kids. So it was a very, very long morning, but the day got better, much better, much, 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 much better. So I had my very first class was some eighth graders, and they were a rambunctious group to say the least, but they were good. They were fun. I really enjoyed talking to them. What we ended up doing first thing was I gave them a chance to get to know me, uh, so they could ask questions about me anything they wanted to, and then I asked them, like say your name, something interesting about you, that kind of stuff. Um, and I actually didn't want to ask the tell me something interesting about yourself because I feel like that's not a very helpful guiding question. So, and it always bugs me when teachers ask me that, like, tell me something interesting about yourself. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm that interesting. And I actually got that answer back a couple times too. So I was kind of cringing at myself when I was doing that. But that was pretty much the only moment the whole day that I was kind of like, yeah, what are you doing? So we talked about classroom rules and stuff. We kind of I let them generate their own classroom rules, which they came up with a bunch. I was actually kind of surprised, and they were really, really, really into it and stuff. So it was fun. It was good, and we talked about stuff I was going to be teaching them and the reading and writing and all that stuff. And they seemed to be totally down with what we're doing, which is really cool. So yeah, that was them. And then after that, I have two classes. I have a 10th grade group and a 12th grade group, and they're in the same class. And because they're so small, so they put them in the same class. And I've never ever seen that kind of configuration before. So when they told me this last week, I'm going to have two different grades in the same classroom, they're going to be doing kind of the same sort of thing. I was like, "You want me to do what? Really? You sure? Really?" So that was it was weird, but it turned out to be all right. They were a little quiet, a little bit more quiet, but they were a pretty good group, and they seemed to be down with most everything we're going to be doing as well. So I told them that we were going to be doing some. Oh crap! What did I tell them we were going to be doing? That was my second class today, so it was really, really long time ago. It was a fun day, but it was a very tiring day. I'm quite sleepy, as you can tell. I'm just moving this so I can like lean back and relax my recliner. I honestly cannot remember for life. Oh, right. We were going to do some fiction writing, which they were really, really kind of excited about, which I thought was cool. So you don't normally see that kind of thing. So I was really excited about that, and I told them that we were going to be doing some. We'll be starting off with like awesome books like Catch 22, um, Macbeth. They were actually really excited about Macbeth. Whoever gets excited about Macbeth, I don't, but they were, and that was awesome. So it was really, really cool. I liked it a lot. And then we kind of spent the last bit of class just hanging out. It gave me a chance to get to know them and them to know me. And you can really learn a lot when you just see kids just kind of doing their own thing. You kind of see which kids are really quiet, which ones could be potential little chatterboxes during class and stuff. And it was interesting. Really, really, really interesting. But it was cool. Um, and then after that, I had a group of juniors, and they were a very, very fun group. There was this group in the back of the room, and they're a bunch of nerds who were like me, and we ended up talking about we went off on a tangent today and talked about Avengers and Assassin's Creed Black Flag for a solid minute and a half. So granted, that was probably the worst way to utilize my time, but it just happened and we clicked really, really well because of it. So, I mean, there you go. Say what you will about going off on tangents and, wasting time. That was actually kind of fun. So, yeah. But we talked about other stuff too. We got into a lot of things we're going to be doing. And we what I liked that I'm doing right now is I'm giving my students a chance to kind of help me plan the curriculum we're going to be doing. So I talked a little bit about how we're going to be doing one-act plays and other plays and stuff like that. We're starting off with the Crucible and stuff. And I ended up learning that they're not particularly wild about plays. They've had a lot of plays before. They've had to write plays and stuff, and I just do not like them in the least. And in my mind, originally I was going to have them write a one-act play, but now I'm thinking, okay, maybe start off with something a little bit easier, like maybe a scene, and just take it slowly so that way they can kind of like it a little bit more. So we'll see if that works. I don't know. I think that was really, really interesting to find out. So, but oh my god, and they're such a loud group too, but it was a fun group too. It's not loud as in, oh my god, we're not going to pay any attention to you. It's loud as in, hey, you're kind of cool. Let's talk about stuff. So it was really, really cool. And then yeah, so all in all, and then I had a study hall at the end with all my 8th graders and stuff, and that was a very, very interesting hour and a half. So yeah, so those are my classes today. Now, as each class went by, I realized I was, I don't know, I realized I was having a lot more fun, which is great. And I didn't even, by the time study hall came along, because I knew that was my last period, I was like, really? Really? I'm done? Really? So, I mean, when you go to work and that happens, you know you're doing something right. That's my personal preference. I keep hearing some truck rumbling around outside, and I don't know what's going on. It sounds like sketchiness. But, so yeah, so that was really, really awesome, and I cannot wait to go back. I've already got a plan. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm going to be bringing in a bunch of my own books to kind of stock their little classroom library. So if they want to read something for fun or whatever, then I have it. Then they can borrow my copy and stuff. But at the same time, I'm a little hesitant about it because I don't want to have it get lost or stolen or sold or destroyed. Then again, I've already got a bunch of books that are kind of semi-destroyed anyway. My copy of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the cover's basically gone, and so yeah, so that one can, whatever. Yeah, so today was an interesting day, and a very, very fun day. Looking back now, I have no idea what I was nervous about. It was just so much fun being in there. Man, I constantly had teachers coming in and be like, hey, how you doing? So that was really, really helpful and supportive. And so I came up with this really interesting idea. And I don't know if you guys want to do this as well with your classrooms and students and stuff, but it's an idea I'm thinking about doing, and I probably will. So something I've been kind of trying to think about and how to use lately is social networking stuff like Facebook and Twitter. So now at the wireless network at school, they can't use Facebook, but they can use Twitter. So what I'm thinking of doing is making individual Twitter pages for my classes, and then at the end of the day I can post the homework on it. So say they forgot to write the homework down during class and they go home like, oh my god, what's my homework? Then they can just pop on Twitter and it'll be right there. Or if they miss class and because they're, I don't know, off skiing or something, that's what I was doing when I was in high school, they can whip the phone out, and if they're on Twitter, be like, oh hey, he put the homework there, awesome. So that's something I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if you guys want to do that as well. Want to comment about that, comment below. And so yeah, so that's what I'm going to be trying to do. It'll be interesting. So, and it's not going to be my only source of, posting homework and stuff. They'll have it all on the board too, so that way they can copy it down and all that fun stuff. Because I did have a couple of students say they don't have a Twitter account, so I'm like, okay. But it was not many, and if they, it's just kind of like an extra place to check if nothing else. So, my God, such a long day. I'm going to tell you this: as much fun as it was exhausting, and my lunch break ended up being less lunch and more me running around trying to do stuff. So that was, I gotta plan my lunches better than that. So, and I've already got a bunch of cool ideas for stuff I want to do with all my students as well, like during my study halls, during lunch, after school. So there's all sorts of things I'd love to do with them. So I'm gonna be talking to my principal pretty soon to kind of get that stuff together and make that happen. It'll be awesome. So yeah, that's my first day. I totally had to share that with you guys because I know that was the big thing I've been talking up this past week. So definitely don't be nervous. If you're a student teacher getting ready to go to school, don't be nervous. If you're a first teacher and for some reason you didn't start today, don't be nervous. Just go in there, and if you know, the thing about teaching is a crucial part about being a good teacher. And by being a good teacher, I mean being a teacher who enjoys their job, is you have to like working with kids. Oh, no, not like working with kids, but basically love working with kids. I've worked with kids forever of all ages, including college kids, and I love it. It's so much fun, I think, but that's just me. So if you love working with kids, then you're on the right track. You're doing good. If you don't like working with kids, you probably want to change your mind and do something different. Just a suggestion, not just do what you want, but just a suggestion. You might not like this job, but if you love working with kids and think it's probably one of the best things in the world to do, then this is the job for you. You definitely need to do this because it is fun and exciting, and it makes the day go by really, really quickly. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I hope you enjoyed this little video I just posted. So I'll be doing another one probably later this week, and it'll be filled with more stuff, more cool ideas I've got going on. If you have any cool ideas, especially for what to do with an 8th grade class, because I'm sort of winging it right now, and it's interesting. I think it'll be fine for a little bit, but I'm still learning what to do with an 8th grade class. So if you have any cool ideas, stuff you've seen, or you remember what your 8th grade class is like, because I certainly don't, or anything else like that, then please, for the love of God, comment below and leave cool suggestions for me to think about and do and stuff. So. Or if not just 8th grade class, but any class, if you think of something cool that you think would be really, really worthwhile, then definitely share it with me. So yeah, this is The Irish Teacher. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you guys again. Well, you know what I mean by see you again. Hope you guys watch some more stuff. Please subscribe, because that would make my day even more. And yeah, so see you guys next time, alright?